watching the Bear Pantry Show.
Can you believe we're in Belize?
I can't believe it.
Good answer, Joe, good answer. I am so sorry that I couldn't tell you guys about this trip, but as per my sister's request, I had to honor her wishes, all right? So my sister and her hubby are the ones that invited us to this all-expense paid, all-inclusive, first-class flying trip to Belize. We're gonna go right into the video so I can show you what it's like flying first class on United, but I wanted to show you guys really quickly that we're packing our suitcases, and I'm so grateful that I was sewing all these clothes throughout the past 2 years, because I have a lot of clothes to take with me. Now, because the suitcases are packed, I don't have anything to wear. Just literally like 4 or 5 tops and 2 bottoms. That's all I have to wear. And for the rest of the month, it's a month away, guys. Well, it's more than a month away, because today is the 14th of May and we're going on June 21st. Joe didn't do so badly himself either, because he was buying stuff from Temu the whole time. So he had a lot of shirts and he had some pants. We just needed to pick up a few more items. Okay, this fridge is so rude with the ice. So we just had to pick up a few more items for Joe and for me, and then we were off on the trip. So let's take a look at what it's like to ride first class on United. This is only the 5th time in my 58 years of being alive that I've traveled on an airplane, and this is the first time I've traveled first class thanks to my sister Tracy and my brother-in-law Derek. The first time I was on an airplane was back at the ending of 1981 when I was 15 years old and my family moved from Belize to Miami, Florida. I vaguely remember them feeding us a meal on that flight, but I could be wrong. The next time I went on a plane was in 2008 when I went home for a funeral with my mom, my Aunt Jenny, and Jada, and we went coach, and I think they did the peanuts thing then and maybe a little bit of soda. Then I went on an airplane again in 2013 with Joe and the kids for a vacation to Belize, and I remember them skimping on the soda, just give you a ton of ice in the cup and some of the soda, and they kept the next half a can of soda to give it to somebody else, right? And I guess they did pretzels and stuff then. I don't recall them giving us headphones, and I definitely don't remember us watching any movies. So then the next time I went on an airplane, it's always been the same airlines, United. It used to be called Continental back in the day. I went in 2016 with Joe and my mom and some other family members to bury my mom's brother, and it was the same thing again. We went coach, and we just had the pretzels and stuff. We did not go direct. We flew from here to Houston, which is a 3-hour flight, here meaning California, and then from Houston to Belize, which is like a 1 hour and 45-minute flight. I don't like the layover thing, because the plane has to take off and land and then take off and land again. I think I like this direct flight thing. I think I'm spoiled now, guys. So we went direct on United. My sister did the first class thing. They always go every year. My sister and her husband go for their birthday. They're 1 week apart at the ending of June, and July 1st is my sister's birthday. And they always go, first. Well, they didn't always used to go first class. They've been going first class for the past few years. So when she said direct flight, first class, Joshua was like, you better go, Mom, go get this experience. So let me tell you what it was like. Well, I'm going to show you the footage too. First of all, we were supposed to wait in a lounge area for first class flyers, but my sister forgot about that because I guess it's so unassuming that she totally forgot. And we were busy with all the suitcases and stuff trying to check in. So as we sat in a row, the 4 of us, my sister and I went to the bathroom at some point, and when we came back, some people were sitting behind us, a husband and wife and some kids, and that's when I think my sister's husband turned around and said, "Oh, hi there," and that the guy was his cousin, and then the wife and the kids. And so the wife came around and said, "I heard Joe's voice and I recognized it from the show, whatever." I think they live in LA somewhere. I don't know where they live. Please forgive me if I said the wrong place. But they traveled on the same plane with us. So I think that distraction happened that we didn't go to that lounge thingy. So I can't show you that. But I can tell you, when it's time to board the plane, we board first. The first class people board first. But behind active duty members, disabled people, and I think people traveling with children under age 2. So there was only one lady that was disabled. She needed a wheelchair, but she was walking, but I think she needed a wheelchair for the length of the thingy, and they were trying to fetch her a wheelchair. And so we got to board before her even, because that was her delay. Nobody was traveling with kids under 2 when we were leaving, and I think maybe 1 active duty member. So we were next in line, and we got seat number 2. 2A and 2B, and Tracy and Derek got 2C and 2D across the aisle. We didn't get the front seat, the 1A and 1B, because Tracy says she learned the hard way that those people don't have a seat to tuck their backpack under, and so they will take it and put it above in the cabin where you put your carry-on. You can get up and get it down after everything levels off, but she didn't want to be separated from her purse, and I don't blame her because her purse is open, you know what I mean? So I'm glad she learned that lesson before I went, and we got to sit in the second row. And let's take a look at this experience. So this is the area where anybody can sit who's getting ready to fly on this flight. This is not the special lounge, and this is the area where we turned around and saw Derek's cousin and his wife. So now we've boarded the plane. See the people sitting in row one. They don't have any seat in front of them. Tracy and Derek, me and Joe. I took the aisle seat to talk to my sister. And this bag, I'm doing a commercial for this for Amazon. So be on the lookout for that on my Amazon page. So one thing that's different right here is leg room. They give you alcohol. I didn't know this was alcohol. I thought it was some type of pineapple drink, but it was a mimosa. So Joe drank his, and unfortunately I wasted mine because I don't drink alcohol, and Tracy and Derek don't drink either. So I'm just posing here. I'm a poser, guys. Another thing that's different in first class than in coach are the movies. You get to watch movies, so they give you headphones. Look, this plane is empty, guys. So now Joe is opening the tray because what? They're gonna feed us. We got to pick our choice of the meal. They had about 4 or 5 options online that we got to choose. Joe chose the prime rib. Look, they gave me the whole soda. They don't give you the whole soda in coach, at least not when I went back in 2016. So I used my own headphones. Joe used the headphones because he couldn't pair his hearing aids to the Bluetooth thing. So look, prime rib with rice, and I got chicken with mashed potato, bread, salad, dessert, all type of stuff. The dessert was like a banana pudding thingy that was so delicious, but I didn't eat it all because I was stuffed. Look at the salad. Really good salad with some type of balsamic thing. This is the dessert. I'm trying to focus the camera. Yeah, the meal was really, really good. I was shocked. My potatoes were seasoned and nice. The chicken was good. My sister got like a chicken salad, and Derek got some type of beef sandwich, but he said his wasn't good because it was too soggy. But mine was good. See the dessert right here? So we got a whole meal, guys. And then I got to watch 2 different movies on the flight because it's a 4-hour and 45-minute flight. It's actually a 5-hour flight. Oh, this is when we came back. We didn't have options. It's either the rice or the pasta. The rice or the pasta. Well, they said the chicken or the pasta. So I got the chicken with the rice and vegetables instead of the pasta because the pasta had no meat. This is the dessert right here. And a cookie. They give us a really cool cookie that I want to make. So this is us arriving in Belize, guys, on June the 21st, 2025.
This is the Beth Pantry Show.
What did you say to the meat pie, Tracy?
I miss you so much.
You guys, so we arrived safely. We're in the rental car, and we're heading to my sister's home in Belmopan, Belize.